John and I had the best 6 months as a family of 4. These will forever be the best 6 months of my life. There's specifically one week that I will cherish forever and will be my favorite week of my life out of those 6 months. We're actually a family of 5. I'm in my 9th week of pregnancy with our 3rd baby. A total surprise, but again, John was beaming and so excited.
Meredith Gaudreau, the wife of late NHL star Johnny Gaudreau, announced that she is pregnant with their 3rd child during his memorial service on Monday. In a heartbreaking eulogy, Meredith tearfully revealed that she is 9 weeks along.
John and I had the best 6 months as a family of 4. These will forever be the best 6 months of my life. There's specifically one week that I will cherish forever and will be my favorite week of my life out of those 6 months. We're actually a family of 5. I'm in my 9th week of pregnancy with our 3rd baby. A total surprise, but again, John was beaming and so excited. I was so nervous because this was, again, a total surprise, but his reaction was just immediately kissing me and hugging me, even though I was driving the car. After the initial excitement sank in, every time he looked at me, he would just say, "You're nuts, you know that?" 3 kids. Noah, our oldest, hasn't even turned 2 yet. In less than 3 years of marriage, we've created a family of 5. It doesn't even sound possible, but I look at it as the ultimate blessing. How lucky am I to be the mother of John's 3 babies? Our last one being a blessing and so special, despite these difficult circumstances.
The couple already share almost 2-year-old daughter Noah and 7th-month-old son Johnny. Meredith then sent a message to their children.
To my babies, Daddy loves you all so much, and you have the best daddy in the world.
The Columbus Blue Jackets player and his brother Matthew were killed on August 29th, the eve of their sister's wedding, after an alleged drunk driver crashed into them. The brothers were riding their bikes on County Route 551 North in New Jersey and sustained fatal injuries. The driver, Sean M. Higgins, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of death by auto, the New Jersey State Police told Access Hollywood at the time. The heartbreaking tragedy shocked the nation, with family, friends, and more sharing tributes to the brothers. In her emotional speech during Monday's funeral, Meredith shared her love story with John.
As I said before, despite losing my husband way too soon, I still feel like the luckiest girl in the world to be his wife. And here's why. I met John in June of 2018. All his friends around him and his entire family. So quiet, so kind, so generous, so cute. The second I saw him, I can't explain it, but I knew I was going to marry the boy next door with the mohawk. We didn't even really talk that night, but I just knew, and each day after that kept getting better and better. We were next door neighbors in Avalon, where our story begins. I would travel back and forth from my night shifts to spend the day with him, and he would stay on the shore overnight by himself, waiting for me to get back down. If you know John at all, you know he doesn't like sleeping anywhere alone. So as I got to know this about him, I knew he really liked me and that this was special. He was my person, and when you know, you know. It wasn't any more complicated than that. He was and still is my soulmate, and I just knew he would be from the second I saw his adorable smile and his eyes that I was so obsessed with.
She also spoke about him as a father and revealed just how excited John was to have their son.
Another year goes by, and here comes our second baby, just 17 months after Noah. John got his boy. I've never seen John so surprised in his life. He was so proud, immediately shedding happy tears and absolutely beaming. He kept looking at me and saying, "I cannot believe you gave me a boy." When we were discussing names, we were going back and forth with suggestions, but all of a sudden John cut me off and said, "I can't not name my son John if we have a boy." So John it was, a family name of 3 generations now that I'm so proud to be a part of. John would want me to take this time to mention baby Johnny's size. He's in the 93rd percentile for his weight, which is something Daddy is very proud of. A little unit, he would always say. It's funny though, because he looks nothing like John. His eyes are blue and his hair is lighter, and so far pretty straight. But I do think baby Johnny has his dad's hands. Perfect, beautiful hands, I've always thought. Let's hope he inherits his dad's hockey hands too. John, I promise to have baby Johnny on skates soon and to be a dedicated hockey mom that drives any distance to all the tournaments. And I'll wake up early for the games, even if that means baby Johnny shows up in Winnie the Pooh pajamas and sleeps on the bench just like you did. Pop-Up will coach him and trip, but no pressure, baby Johnny. Mommy and Daddy will be proud of you no matter where life takes you, but I have a feeling it's taking you straight to Hollydale to start.
She then touched upon the brothers and their close-knit relationship.
Maddie, John's number one no matter what. I'm sorry, Kristen and Katie, but Maddie is John's favorite. His favorite person in the world. I've noticed in group pictures, John's always hugging Maddie or has his arm around him. Even at weddings, if I couldn't find John, I'd just start looking for Matt. I have to acknowledge that I feel so bad that so much of this attention has been placed on John when it was both of them. But I also want to acknowledge that this attention on John was something Maddie never ever complained about. Everything was always John and Maddie. Maddie was the best brother to John. He was John's biggest fan, and John was his. Maddie wanted everything for John, and all John wanted to do was share it with his brother. And they did. John delayed starting his NHL career to be with Maddie at Boston College. And as I said before, John was well into his NHL career, but chose to come home in the summers to his twin-sized bed to share a room with Maddie. Maddie was the perfect brother. I know it couldn't have been easy sharing him, but all John ever wanted was Maddie. I don't know how to say it, but the fact that you were both together now in heaven gives me a little bit of comfort, knowing you are, of course, together. I know John would not be able to live a day without his brother. He loved him so much, and I will miss you, Maddie. I love you, and I really appreciate you sharing your best friend with me, and for loving our babies like your own. I'm so proud to call you my brother-in-law, and I want you to know I will soon be Tripp's favorite aunt, because I owe you that for being such a loving uncle to Noah and baby Johnny. I'm sorry, Katie and Kristen again, but I will be his favorite aunt. I want to say to everyone that neither John nor Maddie suffered. It makes me feel better knowing whatever silly conversation they were having just picked right back up in heaven in a flash. I can hear their laughs so well in the back of my head, and something else that is getting me through is knowing they would not want to see me like this, because they were both so sweet and cared so much about other people. So I'm trying for them to spread that message and to be more like them.
Meredith ended her eulogy by again expressing her love for her soulmate.
John, you made me the happiest girl in the world. It's really hard for me to wrap this up because I still could go on forever about how much I love John and how special he was. These words still don't touch on my love for John, but no words ever will. John, my husband, my best friend, and my soulmate. To Daddy, you spent your entire life working hard for your family and making us so proud of you every single day. But now it's my turn to make you proud as you watch down on us from heaven. And I will do that for you because you deserve that. You gave me the ultimate happy life, and the least I can do for you now is make you proud as you watch down on us from heaven with Uncle Matty by your side. A huge part of me died, but the other part of me will be stronger for our children. I promise to be strong for our children and to take care of them and love them double now for you. They will know how special their daddy was, and they will make you proud. They will know how much you love them every single day. Thank you for giving me the greatest gift of all, which is family and your love. Thank you for the best years of my life. I'm so grateful for that day I met you, and every day after that. Thank you for choosing me as your wife and for making me a mother. Thank you for being my best friend. I miss you so much, and I love you. You are my forever, and I cannot wait till we're all together again. Please watch over us. Me and the kids love you and are so proud to call you ours forever.